This place that have been demolished is not anywhere on the road. Please, one house. It's not anywhere on the road or beside the road. Look at the faces of these people. I hate to stereotype, but it is what it is at the end of the day. What will happen after this demolition is terrorism, stealing, snatching of phones, killing people to collect things from their hands, because these people will be desperate. At a time like this where the economy is not favoring anybody, people are suffering, the prices of things are going up, and you are demolishing. Why can't you try another pattern by actually looking for people in your team to look for a pattern to create housing for these people, even if it's a cheaper housing, before you demolish? But you are demolishing and you are putting them on the stage to go and do what? Are they going back to Boronu, where they are kidnapping, where they are bombing? Are they going back to Kano, where there is insurgency and everything? No, they will not go back. They will be here. They will cause another problem for us here. So at the end of the day, it's so crazy that the elites are thinking that the poor people are not part of us. The poor people are your brothers and your sisters. While your daughters are at home, these people are other people's daughters and other people's sons. Look at the children, look at them on the ground. What are these kids going to be up? What are they going to grow up and be? Look at them on the ground. Look at them on the ground. No school for them again because their parents does not have anywhere to stay. If rain falls now, like this, the rain will fall on these children and the rain will fall on these people. So, Nelson Wike, Honorable Minister, I don't know what you are using this land for. According to by strategy and according to the law, the only way you demolish is when what? Led by strategy and still that pass.
Overriding public interest.
Overriding public interest.
Not to reallocate to another person.
Good. Not to reallocate because we are entering here now, estate and all that. I understand that you want to develop Abuja, fine. We see the work that you have done. But in order to develop, you cannot just displace people. You have to create housing for them. We cannot live without the poor people. The poor people are the ones that will do some odd jobs that you, the rich people, will not do. Shall we get one pence? No. We get one the sweep road. No. So the people in the sweep road, common people. It makes no sense. So please, Honorable Minister, and I also appeal to the President of the Federal Republic, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please don't let this demolition go on. A few years ago, when we were staying in Dagba Area 1, it was demolished. We stayed under the rain. I stayed under the rain with my mother. We were looking for where to stay. There was no place for us to stay. We stayed there for days. So I understand what these people are going through. And guess what? Up to today, they've not developed Dagba. Still like that. Do you understand? So this one now, you are trying to pursue them because of maybe one of your friends. Or I said maybe before and assume me. Maybe because of one of your friends or one of all these people that are giving you money. Maybe. Because it's always like that at the end of the day. So Nelson Wike, think about all these people and even think about all these children before you continue this act. Thank you.
By the Honorable Minister of FCT, Nelson Wike, the reason why we have come to this particular location, there are 4 different positions affecting thousands, more than 15,000 residents of the FCT in this location alone. You can see here children who their parents are directly affected. You can also see that there's a victim. One of the victims was shot. He's here. The media have captured. He has just been brought from the hospital. He was shot on the leg. Property worth millions of naira. Shops have been destroyed. After the demolition, the FCT and the FCTA administration, not only did they demolish, they burned properties here. As you can see, the media can go around to verify it for themselves. We have come to identify with the poor people who are affected. We have also been briefed. We were briefed just yesterday. By all the affected residents that we should take up their matter in court on their behalf. So we have come not just to sympathize, but to assess the level of damage.
All right, still in Ruga community, where over 10,000 people have been displaced by the demolition that was carried out illegally, I must say, by the Honorable Minister, Nelson Wike. Now, these men, these grandfathers, they've stayed here for more than 30 years. These people have been here before the main development even came to Abuja. They stayed here. And here they have their children and their grandchildren. Then to think that before Christmas, you are coming to scatter everywhere for them. Not just that, in this very hard economy, with the price of dollars, with the price of foodstuff, and you did not even create a place for them to stay. It is craziness, wickedness, and it is not fair. Because this act will cause a very great insecurity, terrorism, and a lot more things will come after this. So this is my strategy here, of course, because I go everywhere with him, and he goes everywhere with me too. So he's with the elderly. He will ask them some questions and he will interpret for the camera. So my strategy.
tun da kuke ga
a lokacin da muka muna da shekara 37.
He said they've been here for 37 years.
37 years.
Yes. Tun lokacin kowane ministan ya zo sai su zo su ce suna zo su rushe nan wurin. Amma me yake ta faruwa?
Kawai tun daga lokacin Rufai ya fara fada gaira babu wani kison da suke a gane.
So he is saying that since the time of Nasiru Rufai, government have been trying to steal their land, this particular land, but they have not been successful. But that this is the most brazen assault they have faced since they've been here for over 37 years on this property. That they've been here before even most of the developments around here took place. And that even since from that time, since from National Stadium, they have always been here. But that they are dismayed and they are worried that this time the effort to grab this land is more brazen and it's more unrelenting. So just like we had said earlier during our opener, that we are appealing to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to prevail on the FCT minister to leave poor people's land for them. That poor people's land belong to poor people. That if they badly need land to grab, that they should go to Asokoro, they should go to Maitama Extension, they should go to Guzape Main and Guzape New, they should go to Katampe. There are so many places to grab land. Why will you come to airport road to grab land from the poor so that you can give it to the rich? That it will increase insecurity in the country. Yes, look at the thousands of people who are here now.
Yes.
Hello guys, welcome to the show. I hope everyone is doing just fine. And I must say kudos to VDM for his continuous effort in making sure that certain things in Nigeria get addressed. Because I think that for far too long, everyone has been so sleepy. We have not been really pushful. And the government of our respective countries, the politicians have taken us for granted. But you know, once in a while, there comes someone who put their lives on the line for the betterment of other people. Once in a while, someone comes along and decided that they will sacrifice their lives just so that things get a little bit better. And that is exactly what VDM has been doing. And we must all appreciate him for that. And I know, like any other human being who he is, he has got his own skeletons in his closet. But if we just zoom out for a few seconds and try to look at the things he has done so far, we will realize that he is really doing his best to ensure that things get better. And so all we can do is support him, is appreciate him, and is to acknowledge his effort and determination. You know, it's funny, right, when you look at this African society and how The elites or the rich always get their way around, and the poor are left with nothing. The rich will sleep in their houses, and they will push the poor to the wall, and they will take the little that the poor people have. It's quite sad, you know. Look at how these people have been displaced. Look at how their houses have been demolished. You know, those guys whose houses have been demolished did not have great houses in the whole world, couldn't boast of their houses being the best, but at least they had something that they could cover their head with. They were struggling to get along. They were trying to move along with life. And the government went there and put them on the street. You would think that your own government, who is supposed to care for you, who is supposed to come to your rescue, who is supposed to be there for you when you needed them the most. But rather, they will be the entity that throws you out into the street, that pushes you out into the rain. Most places, these things would have been done like VDM mentioned. If you need the land, if you have people who want to pay for the land, good. If you want to develop the area, good. But provide housing for these people. Relocate them. That's the best thing to do. You go to an area that is less developed. You build affordable houses for them. And then you relocate them into that area. That is what you do. You don't push them into the street with nothing to survive on. You don't do that. And then you will come around to cry about insecurity. Well, I mean, they don't care. They are rich people, right? They can afford security. But the country as a whole will be suffering from insecurity because those people whom you've pushed into the street need to survive. And they will do whatever it takes for them to survive. They will do it. So I just hope that we can start electing people who have the interests of common people at heart. I just hope that we can start having patriotic politicians who do not only care about themselves and their crooked colleagues, but the people. Because if we had someone who honestly and sincerely care about the well-being of ordinary Nigerians, they will not push them into the street like that. They will not demolish their houses without giving them an option. They won't do that. They won't do that. But it's rather sad that these are the kind of politicians we now have in the country. People who are wicked, people who are greedy, and people who care only about themselves. It is really, really sad. And I sympathize with all those who have lost their houses. And I hope that all of us on social media add our voices to this call, and hopefully something is being done to remedy their situation. I really, really hope so.